We are live. We are live. What is up, everybody? Edwin, the comic jabroni, coming at you. Today is Tuesday, the day before New Comic Book Day. And as I always like to say, it's like Christmas Eve, man. I was going to give some time. I didn't tell anybody that I was doing this. This was totally out of left field for me. As you guys know, I am not a live streamer on my channel. I like going on Rod the Rican's channel for Buyer Pass on Tuesdays, Perry Comics on Fridays. But I will not be on Buyer Pass tonight. So I figured let me go ahead and make a live stream real quick and just talk to you guys, the comic YouTube community, about what I'm going to be picking up tomorrow. So I see that we got some people. What is up, Rod the Rican, my boy DJ OG Danny Boy? Good morning. It is 11:45 here in San Antonio. So Buyer Pass, we usually do it on Tuesdays, but I talked to Rod and I will not be able to come on tonight. So I wanted to get on here, man, and just drop some of the books that I'm going to be picking up tomorrow, which is quite a few. If you see my list here, there is quite a few books on there, man. I thought it was going to be a lighter week, but it does not look like it's going to be a lighter week. What is up, Captain Comics? Good to see you, my man. So we're going to go ahead and start off with, we're going to do Marvel. We'll jump into Indies, and then we'll finish it off with DC, guys. Brand new to this whole StreamYards. I do it from like Rod's perspective, as far as like he's the one that leads us off, and then I kind of just jump in. But we're going to do a screen sharing so you can see what books I'm actually getting from Midtown. Well, I'm not getting them from Midtown because you guys know I'm not a fan of Midtown anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and screen share that. As you can see there, I am little baby jabroni there. And on this side, I've got the books from Midtown. Then I'm gonna be getting Marvel. I've got 4 books on my list, guys. What are you looking for from Marvel tomorrow to pick up? First up on my list is going to be this Conan the Barbarian from Jason Aaron. Gerardino Safino, I think that's how you say his name. I'm just going to get the A cover, man, because the B cover is an incentive variant cover, although I think it looks beautiful. That's a pretty dope cover right there. But, man, being $15, I think I'm just going to stick with the Eastside Ribic cover. What do you guys think of that? Conan has been a great series as far as Conan the Barbarian. I know they have Savage Sword of Conan. They have the Coast of Bellet. What's wrong with Midtown? There is nothing wrong with Midtown other than it just takes forever for me to get books, man. Buyer Pass is not dead. I just cannot make it tonight, Perry. So Buyer Pass is not dead, man. I just wanted to make sure that I got my picks out, man. Thanks for joining. Noel Martinez. Nothing wrong with Midtown. I have a video dropping today at 2 where I open up a Midtown order and I go over like what my problem with Midtown is. It takes too damn long for these books to get to me. I'm more of a guy that likes to go to my local comic shop and pick books up. So there we go. Check that show out at 2 o'clock. So there you go. Conan Barbarian. It's been a good series, man. Every issue is kind of like its own standalone issue, but it ties in like at the very last few pages of the books. It ties the whole story together. So really dope. I was thinking about starting a pull list with them. So I'm like, I don't know. Noel, I would check out if you want to go with somebody like Mill Geek Comics. I've heard really good things about them. Those are the guys that are associated with Comic Tom. The guys in Houston, Chino Comics and more. I think Discovery Bay actually uses them, and he seems to be getting his books the day they release on Wednesday. So go check out those two, Mill Geek Comics and Chino's Comics and more. They are they're really good. So let's go ahead and back this up. What's another book that I'm going to be getting? I'm going to save that one for last. The next one is, this is another thing about damn Midtown. It always changes. It always messes you up. Savage Avengers, guys, issue number 5. Let's go ahead and open it up in a new link. There you go. So Savage Avengers number 5, David Finch cover. This series has been pretty dope, man. There you go. Just a Reek in his comics. Graham Cracker's a good one, and they have an app. So definitely other places to go than Midtown Comics, guys. Savage Avengers been dope series. I like how they're bringing in these different characters that you would pretty much never really see together onto this team: Elektra, Conan, Wolverine, Punisher. I think his name is Dr. Voodoo. I'm not entirely sure. But the one that I'm going to be looking for, guys, is this wraparound cover. There's a bunch of wraparound covers coming out this week. But, man, take a look at that one. I think this is the best of the bunch as far as the wraparound covers. And it's a regular the regularly priced incentive, or it's not an incentive, it's just a regularly priced variant cover, man. And as you can see here on Midtown, they have it for $3.40, 15% off. I'm hoping that my Dr. Doo-Doo from Perry Comics, DJ OG says, I'll be picking up all Absolute. Let me see. I can show that there. I'll be picking up the Absolute Carnage tie-in, Savage Avengers, Agents of Atlas. So Absolute Carnage, I don't actually have that on my list for this week, man. I'm sticking with the main story. And if there's a tie-in from a series that I've already been picking up, right? Like last week, I grabbed Venom. I've been picking up Venom since issue number 1. So let me go ahead and get Venom. It's a tie-in, and it was a really good tie-in at that. So guys, Savage Avengers, if you're into teams of these heroes, or these are more like anti-heroes that are just out there just to destroy all the villains. They do not care. Blood and guts, killing as much as they can. This series is definitely for you. Let's continue on. Grabbing Immortal Hulk. Let me go ahead and scroll up to that one. So here's Immortal Hulk, right? This is the cover A, Alex Ross cover, guys. Digging these Alex Ross covers, and I've been digging these Alex Ross covers since the jump. But they also have, Dodora 73. What's up, my man? Thank you for joining, man. This is kind of last minute deal. I couldn't make it to Buyer Pass tonight with the comic Triple Threats. So wanted to get a quick live video. As you can tell, I'm nervous. It's like weird to me to do live. I'm more of a record the video, edit it, drop it later. But I figured let's go live. Let's talk about these books right now. And then tomorrow you have a better understanding of what's coming out. Since I won't be on Buyer Pass tonight, you won't get my perspective on what I want to pick up. So talking about the wraparound covers, Immortal Hulk has one too. And I'm just not a fan of this one. It's got this red, the Immortal Red Harpy. And I don't know, guys. What do you think of it? I think it's effing weird to me, man. It's not my thing. It's kind of like that one that came out a few months ago for Immortal Hulk, where it had Hulk transforming from Bruce Banner into the Hulk. And it was going for crazy money, man. Absolutely crazy money. So definitely not. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this wraparound cover. I like the one for Savage Avengers, but maybe because it didn't have this middle portion where it's like half of one face, half of another. So I'll be sticking, guys, with the Alex Ross. This has been a great series. Not much I really have to tell you about Immortal Hulk. People have been talking it up, and it really hasn't disappointed, man. Really has not. So that's 3. We got one more from Marvel, and that's going to be House of X, guys. I'm going to go just with the A cover. Here it is. Pepe Larraz cover, who has been doing the interior artwork on it. I grabbed the A cover from the last one that came out last week. I thought it was incredible. Kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, wishing that you could see the fight that's going to happen. So this issue, as you see on the cover, it feels like the cover is giving you exactly what we're about to see in the book. And that's going to be a huge battle between this new X-Men team and whatever this scientist, mutant-hating human group out here in space. They're trying to build a mother mold and a mother mold is it's this machine that can create these super powerful sentinels, right? And I think this is the beginning of how Nimrod comes to be. Noel Martinez says, I'm trade waiting on Immortal Hulk. I've been regretting not following in singles. Hey, man, trades are a good way to read up on comics. I actually just got this trade in the other day, Black Hammer, which is one, like you, I was regretting not picking up since the beginning because I'd heard such great things about it. Glad that I got that trade for, I think it's issues 1 through 6 or something like that. Again, I have a video coming out at 2 p.m. Central. If you want to find out how I got that trade, it wasn't just a go to the store and buy it. There is something, it was an unboxing. Plus, I have a whiskey review at 2 o'clock, and it's one that John's Comics with Kids is going to enjoy. It's the George Dickel. So anyways, guys, House of X, it's been incredible. I wish that I would have pre-ordered, and here we go. I sound like Rod the Rican. I wish I would have pre-ordered the connecting covers, man, because I think they have been incredible. Let's see if we can go down here. Connecting covers, where are they? Flower cover, connecting cover, Jorge Molina. I mean, this is incredible, man. Look at that. I think these are beautiful covers, these connecting covers for House of X and Powers of 10. I keep finding myself saying like Powers of X. I know it's Powers of 10 and House of X, but incredible series. I've been a fan of X-Men since the 90s, right? When the TV show got me super hyped for X-Men and mutants. But it kind of died off for me when we had the Death of X series come out about 3 years ago, right? They, spoiler alert, Death of X, they killed off Cyclops, Inhumans versus X-Men. You know, it was a pretty good series, but like most Marvel mini and maxi series, it ends, man, like a bad fart in church, dude. It's like, what the hell? This kind of sucked at the end. But this new House of X and Powers of 10, pulling me back in, guys, pulling me back in. So that's it from Marvel, man. Let's get into the indies. We're going to start off. Let's see. I got to go over here. I got to sort. That doesn't work either. I'm going to have to sort it by Dark Horse is going to be the first one that I'm pulling from, guys. And we're moving on up, moving on up. The only one from them I'm going to be grabbing is this Berserker Unbound. I truly enjoyed that first issue. Had a Conan-esque feel to it, right? This Mike Deodato cover is dope, and the Andrea Sorrentino cover, it's okay in my in my opinion. It's okay, but Berserker Unbound, kind of like a Conan-esque story. This dude, he absolutely trashes this group of, I don't know, people out in the desert from whatever time he is coming from that killed his wife and daughter. So he goes berserk and kills them. He is left for dead though, right? Because this battle kind of messes him up. And he finds himself in this cave, this magical cave, right? There's these magical caves. We never seem to find these damn magical caves around. But there's these symbols, there's these magic symbols, and he just kind of walks into one. There's a bunch of them, and he walks into one, and he finds himself in Central Park in New York City. And that's, bam, that's where it ends kind of in that first issue. So I'm really interested to find out what is going on with this Berserker Unbound, and if he's going to go into any more of these other symbols. I know Perry Combs was talking about it. Are they going to do more series where he finds himself jumping into these other symbols? So I really hope so, man. Berserker Unbound, that's been a good one. So that's it from Image. Let's go ahead and move down. We're going to move into, or that's it from Dark Horse. Let's move into Image, guys. As far as Image goes, Edwin the Comic Jabroni is looking at, Curse Words was a really good series that I picked up the first 4 or 5 issues, and I dropped it, and I'm really regretting that decision, guys, to drop it. Curse Words was hilarious. Let me know, is anybody or any of you guys picking up Curse Words, have been picking up Curse Words? I thought those first 5 issues were hilarious, but that was at a point when my pull list was just getting a little too large. So I had to scale it back, and you're going to actually see in this that I'm scaling it back a little bit too. But the first one I'm grabbing, this Die number 7 Stephanie Hans cover. I think there's 2 covers for this, but I think this cover is amazing. Man, that's beautiful. These Stephanie Hans covers have been great, and the series as a whole has been amazing, guys. People have talked about it. It's like Jumanji meets Dungeons and Dragons. These kids get pulled back into this world where they were there as kids, and when they got out, they actually left one of their buddies back, which is a super D move, man. But they're back in this world, and they're all trying to get out. And what I've come to find out by listening to John's Comments with Kids and that AOK book club is that they all need to decide at once that they want to come back. And that's the only way. So I think there's a few of them that don't, or there's one that doesn't want to come back. Dope series. Here is the B. Watch them real quick. Hey, Hack 79, man. Thanks for coming by. I know this was just a last minute thrown together thing. We got a lurker in Borinquen Comics. This is the B cover, which is, damn, that's amazing too. Wow. Guys, I might be picking up both covers. Shoot. I might be picking them both. Let me know. Anybody, anybody in the comments, which ones, if you're picking up Die, which one of the covers are you going to get if you're only going to get one? I think this B cover by Matthew Lawfrey, that is amazing. Amazing. Let's keep it going. Image has 3 books that I'm picking up, guys. And actually one of them, I may or may not grab it, but this one for sure, Sea of Stars, number 3. I enjoyed the first 2, about a kid and his dad off in space. They get split apart, right? Because their spaceship gets hit by some debris or something. And the son goes off one way, the father goes off another way. So the first issue was mainly about the son and how he's met some of these creatures in outer space. And they're wondering, how can he breathe in outer space? I don't know what's going on with the son. But the father was mainly in the second issue and about him trying to find his son. So definitely a good couple read, two book read. I enjoyed it. Jason Aaron writing on that as well. So Sea of Stars, let me know, guys. Are you picking that up? I am. But the big one from Image, obviously Die was a big one, but the really big one that is coming out, Space Bandits, I dropped after issue number 1 when I found out that it was going to be a limited series. And I felt like I'd already been picking up a bunch of these Space Bandit type of books, right? So Sharky the Bounty Hunter, which is also from Image, kind of had the same flavor to it. It felt the same. So I dropped Space Bandits in lieu of picking up Sharky the Bounty Hunter, which I thought was a better, more funny read. I don't think Space Bandits is going down the comedic path like that one. But here you go, guys. Spawn issue number 300, which has A through double Z covers. If I pick it up, because it's an $8 book, and I have absolutely no idea if my pocketbook or my wallet is going to be able to afford another $8 book on top of everything else. But this Todd McFarlane cover is dope. 300. So this is the first independent, although, if you've been watching my show, I do not consider Image an indie book. I think Image has made it past that line. They're not as big as DC and Marvel, but they are big enough to be considered their own publisher, not an indie, not to put them under the umbrella of an indie. Yo, what's up, Jim Boatwright? What's going on, my man? Thank you for joining me, brother. Just going over my books that I'm going to be picking up tomorrow. I won't be on Buyer Pass tonight. So Spawn 300 comes out tomorrow, guys. So be on the lookout. They got a ton of covers coming out for it. I know one that people were talking about was the J. Scott Campbell. I think people, there were people online talking about this one. It's okay, in my opinion. I'm not the biggest J. Scott Campbell fan out there. Greg Capullo is also doing a cover. That's super cool, as Perry likes to say. But as always, with a bunch of these books, I'm just going to go with the A cover, guys. Todd McFarlane, the Todd father, going to go ahead and just pick that one up. I think that's a dope cover. I think they're saying that there's going to be a first appearance of somebody in this book. So there you go. That might be a good enough reason for somebody to pick this up. But I think 301 is going to be the really big one to get, right? Because 301 puts them over the line of having the longest running independent book out there, guys. So there you go. Spawn 300. That's it from Image. Let's move into the other indie books. So if you've never been to Midtown, they have like the big ones, right? Dark Horse, DC, IDW, Image, Marvel, and then you got to go into indies to actually see the rest, which kind of sucks because we're going to have to go ahead and scroll through here. First up is going to be Descendant. Let's move down into the D's. Descendant. Here you go. Conspiracy theory type of book from Aftershock. Stephanie Phillips writing. Arts by Evgeny Bonaryokov. I hope I said that right. I enjoyed the first 4. I'm not going to say that I'm really into conspiracy theory books or conspiracy theories in real life, but I enjoy a comic book that delves into this conspiracy theory type of world, throws a little bit of history into it, there's a cult in here there might be some magic powers involved in this. I enjoy it. It's got the FBI running around in there with a conspiracy theorist lunatic. Pretty good. Issue number 5. I'm going to read this one, and it may or may not make the pull list after that, right? So I'm really good about with independent books. I'll pick up issues 1 through 5 and give it a chance. People write, draw books for Marvel, DC characters. Image publishes books that individual people write, draw. That's why I consider it an indie. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, that makes total sense. But they, when I say indie, I guess I think more of like Aftershock, Boom Studios, Alterna Comics, ones that they might not even put out a book a week, but Image is putting out a book. They're putting out like 4, 5, 6, 7 books a week. Spawn is up to issue 300, right? At what point do we finally say Image is not an indie publisher? Image, when you say DC, when you say Marvel, and then you can say Image, not DC, Marvel, and Indies. So I don't know what point do you say that. I'm at that point already. I think Image should get the street cred of being a non-indie anymore. They're a huge publisher, man. Really big, making lots of money, putting out good stuff, right? Putting out really good stuff. So from Aftershock, I'm gonna pick up Descendant issue number 5. I enjoyed issues 1 through 4. If we keep going down from Going to the Chapel, you guys, if you watched my Should You Buy It video from yesterday, I received a review copy of this book online. I read it. I truly enjoyed it. It really reminds you of a bank robbery heist type of movie, more so if you've ever seen the movie Reservoir Dogs, right? Because it's a Quentin Tarantino type of movie, so there's like split timelines. You see a first part, like the wedding, and then you see before the wedding, then you see like during when the robbery's happening. I like that stuff. I spoke with David Papose online, and the first issue, he says it's a slower issue. I didn't think so. I think it was a really good issue that sets up all the major characters, all the major actors in this chapel with this wedding. And he says it's just going to pick up steam after that, guys. Going to the Chapel. It was a great read. I can't wait to pick it up, right? They sent me a review copy online. I do not have a floppy, as we like to call it, so I will be picking up a copy of it tomorrow, and I'm hoping to pick this one up. I like this. I like this this cover right here by Gavin Guidry. He is the artist working on the inside artwork. I do like it. You get a funny, the gang that comes in here to rob from these billionaire people at this wedding. They are the Bad Elvis gang. So as you can see down here in the bottom, they have this like an Elvis mask. So that's another thing about these heist movies that I like, is that they always seem to have different masks. Even in the Batman, The Dark Knight, right, where the Joker is doing a bank robbery and they're all wearing Joker masks, like it's always a mask deal. You see they're wearing presidents in another movie. They're wearing nun masks in one. So Going to the Chapel, guys, if you're into heist movies, if you're into like bank robbery movies, definitely check this one out, guys. Let's keep it going. We have Midnight Goon. So here's one that I was going to talk to you guys about. I am dropping Goon from my pull list. This is issue number 6. Although the A cover is that's a nice cover, But I picked up issues 1 through 5. I really thought they were funny, but that last issue, which was 4 instead of 5, it wasn't as good as the rest. So my pull list has gotten so big that I need to cut back. And I want to add something else that I haven't read. Glitter and Duct Tape, what is up, my man? Good morning and afternoon, everyone. I'm glad you could stop by and watch. Just showing off some of the books that I'll be picking up tomorrow, since I will not be on Buyer Pass tonight. So Goon, I am dropping it, guys. I do think it is a funny book. Goon is a funny character. This book doesn't take itself too seriously. If you are into that, where you just want some comedy, you want some action, because there's always, in every issue, there's action in there. Goon is definitely for you. There is the A cover, Eric Powell cover, and you do have a cardstock cover. But with this one, I would say that I think this is a better cover, man. Definitely a better cover. So what I'm dropping that for is down here. If we get into the M's, Grim Knight. Any of you guys ever order any of these Grimm fairy tales? I've never actually seen any of those in my local comic shop. Keep going. We keep going. Lady Death, another one that I've never really gotten into. There might be some fans out there that are into that. We got to get into the M's. I apologize for having a scroll like this. Next time, if I do this again, I have it better for you guys. So Midnight Vista. This one right here. This is the A cover, written by Elliot Rahal, art by Clara Meath. I kind of read up on it, you know, with the description. Kid's been gone for years and years. He comes back. I enjoy. Again, this is from Aftershock Comics. So, new book. I'm going to try it out. Aftershock really has not let me down. So, I'm going to give it a chance, guys. Let me know, is this a book that you have been thinking about grabbing? And this B cover is pretty dope, too. This is Once and Future. I picked up this is issue number 1, the third printing by Jay Lee and June Chung. I picked up Grimm Fairy Tales are actually pretty good. I'm picking up Mystere number 1. I don't know that one. Mystere number 1. Once and Future, this is the third printing. I picked up the first printing of it, and I thought the week that they came out, that was the best read of the week. And then I saw this. I think it was Jim Comics actually put out that this was what the third printing was going to look like. And I thought it was just incredible with this, you know, this dead guy on this horse. That dead, you know what that horse really reminds me of is the horses from Harry Potter. Do you guys remember? Have you ever seen Harry Potter? It's the horses that kind of, they pull the whatever. When the kids are going to Hogwarts, there's these horses that nobody can see unless you've actually seen a death, right? If you've seen somebody die, then it kind of opens your mind, opens your eyes to these horses. That's what these horses look like on this cover. I think this cover is amazing, the red and black. Once and Future, guys, if you weren't able to pick up the first print or the second print, which came out last week or 2 weeks ago, see if your LCS has this third printing. But I really think this third printing is going to be sold out as well, guys. As you see, it's the wish list. So these are all sold out on Midtown. This one looks like it's sold out as well. The third printing, yeah, sold out. Do they have this one? Nope, that's sold out to $212. Guys, I had a chance to buy this book when it came out, right? They had this one thank you variant cover at my LCS, and I think they wanted $60. And I told myself at the time, man, that might be too much. The horses also remind me of Lord of the Rings, Horse of Four Dead Kings. Yep, that too, man, definitely. Dodora says the horses remind me of Lord of the Rings, Horses of Four Dead Kings. Definitely. Guys, this cover right here, I could have had it. But see, all right, I'm the kind of collector that I'll buy a book and I stash it away in my boxes, and I'm not a seller. I won't sell it. I might trade, but even that's kind of hard for me to do. But damn, I should have picked this cover. Is amazing, guys. There was only one per store or something like that. Damn. I'm kicking myself in the butt. Anybody watching the show, were you able to pick this cover up? I know I wasn't. Damn it. I'm kicking myself in the butt, guys. And let's see. Last book up from Indies is going to be a book that I think a lot of people it's on their radar, and it's down in the S's. Here's one that here's one, Samurai Grandpa, that Perry Comics has been talking about, and I wish I was able to read it or pick it up, but my LCS, for some reason, they don't get it. From Source Point Press, Samurai Grandpa. Guys, if everything that Perry Comics has told me about this book, and I watched that interview that he had with the writer, everything I heard makes me wish that my LCS had it and I could read it. But again, I'm not going to add it to cart because Midtown would send it to me a year from now. But this is the one right here, guys. Something is Killing the Children. Kind of a thriller book from Boom Studios, man. Boom Studios has been doing some great stuff. Written by James Tynion, who has also been writing Justice League for DC. Get it? Perry Comics, get it? 20. Yeah, exactly. I would get it in 2020. Something is Killing the Children, a thriller, small town. Something is killing the children out there. That is all I know, but I definitely want to read it. Through my LCS, I pre-ordered this cover. Now, let's see if I actually get this cover tomorrow, but that's going to be the Jenny Frison cover. Kind of reminds me of Harley Quinn, right? With that blonde, that white blonde hair, platinum blonde. That is an amazing cover right there. I hope you guys have this on your pull list for tomorrow. And this is probably my variant cover of the week. That is amazing, man. Amazing. So that's it from Indies. Let's kill this off with DC, guys. Let's just scroll that up. All right, so DC, you guys know you're 100% right about Midtown slow shipping. It is slow shipping. What I can say is, actually, I can't say anything nice, really, because, damn, it's slow shipping. They don't tell you, like this last one that I got, they didn't tell me when they shipped it. It just showed up out of nowhere, and I looked, and it was like 3.5 weeks after I'd ordered it. And it wasn't a pre-order. It was just it was a book that had already been out. It said they were in stock. I don't understand why I order it, and maybe a week from now, or maybe, a week and a half, maybe why it couldn't be in. I don't know, man. Let me know. What do you guys think? Danny Boy says, I have that. Something is Killing the Children on my pull list. Yeah, definitely. Glitter and Duct Tape. I love that cover. I do too. So, guys, DC, this is the first book that I'm going to be picking up. Batman 181 Facsimile Edition. This is the first appearance of Poison Ivy, Silver Age. First appearance of Poison Ivy, a book that I do not have in my personal collection. I'm a huge Batman fan. I have been trying to find a nice copy of this book to add to my collection, which there's a Comic-Con coming up in San Antonio in like 3 weeks. So I'm going to be looking there, and I'm actually going to be taking a few of my slabs that I don't really have a connection to, like, it's a cool slab, whatever, but I can use it as trade bait for this book. Comic Head 84, what's up, man? Jabroni, the biggest arms in Texas. Thanks, brother. Batman. Okay, so 181 Facsimile, guys. Here's the thing about these facsimiles is they are a true reprint of the original book. Everything, even down to the feel of the pages, I've come to notice, man. I read, what did I read? I read last week's, which was that House of Secrets, right? That first appearance of Swamp Thing. And damn, even the pages. So if you go and you get a Silver Age book or even early Bronze Age book, and you feel how those pages, they're doing the same thing with this, man. So if you do not have this book, like a lot of us don't, because it's starting to get out of my price range, it's starting to get out of a lot of people's price range, this is a good way to actually just get it into your collection. I'll probably pick up just one copy of it. I might pick up two. Next up, you guys absolutely know Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the third series, number 5. I'm going to be picking it up. I'm going to be grabbing. There's only two covers for this. This is the B cover. Freddie Williams doing and Kevin Eastman cover. So it's a split, which I really like that. Midtown used to get my orders by end of the week. Lately, they arrived the following week. My man, Comic Head 84, bro. I'm dropping a video at 2 o'clock today, and I talk about how these 2 books that I ordered didn't get here until 3.5 weeks later, right? And they weren't pre-orders or nothing like that. They were books that had already been released. One of them had been out for already a month and a half, so it took 3.5 weeks for me to get them. I think this cover is amazing. You got Kevin Eastman drawing the old school Turtles that you see there, and then you got Freddie Williams on the Batman and the new school Turtles. So that is an amazing cover. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the Batman. The first series was really good. Second series was kind of a letdown, had Bane as the main antagonist. And then this one is amazing because it's a multiverse with Batman and the Turtles. They're doing a fusion. You got Joker in there. You got Krang in there. It's been a really good series, guys. I can't wait to read this. Next up on my list, this is one that I'm not going to be picking up, guys. Batman versus Ra's al Ghul #1, done by Neil Adams. He's writing it and doing the artwork. I cannot remember the last time Neil Adams actually wrote a book. You guys have to let me know. He's an incredible artist. I have quite a few of his covers, up on my slab wall. I have more in my my Batman boxes, but not one that I'm going to be picking up, guys. Let me know. Are you going to get Batman versus Ra's al Ghul? But here's one that I am going to get. DCeased, A Good Day to Die, #1. I've enjoyed DCeased. Perry and I seem to be the only ones on the DCeased bandwagon. John's Comics with Kids is always giving us a hard time on these. But I think Rod the Rican says that he's been reading them as well. I like it. I like the direction they're going, right? So it's different than Marvel Zombies. People say they're zombies, but they're really not. They're just insane. Like, these people have gone insane from seeing the anti-life equation. They're trying to rip their faces off and their brains out, and they're going out and killing people. That last issue. Now, I know this is a one-shot, so this might actually see some other heroes in this universe and what's going on. So I know that last issue that came out, which I think was issue #4, it ended on a super huge cliffhanger. So I don't know if this book is going to touch on that, but I do like the Yasmine Putri horror cover homage for this. And what is this? What is based on the true case files of the Waynes? I remember seeing what this is an homage to. I can't remember. If somebody in the comments can tell me what is this an homage to, I can't remember right now. But I think this is an amazing cover. You got Batman's cowl on that tree that's leaning over. You got the Wayne, The Conjuring. There you go. I've seen The Conjuring, and I hate that movie. I hate any type of horror movie, guys. You need to know that about the jabroni is I do not like watching horror movies. I don't like going to bed and hearing little noises and then waking up and not being able to sleep anymore. So, but this cover is amazing. I've been picking up all the horror movie homage covers to DCeased. It's been a really good series, really fun, just a different take on the zombie genre, right? We've already seen it. I think it is The Conjuring. I think so. This is one that I know Perry's going to be picking up. You got Deathstroke on that with Francisco Matina cover. He's ripping the mask off. I think that's a dope cover too. But I have stopped myself from buying multiple covers on books. The only one, and you're going to go back and watch my video and go, well, you picked up multiple covers on that one. There's exception to the rules. If it has Joker on it, I will. So DCeased issue #3 had an awesome horror homage cover, and it had a Joker cover. So I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't stop myself from picking both of those up. What else do we got? Here's one. Deathstroke is a book that I was picking up for quite a while there, but I dropped it from my pull list. Let me know. I think Perry Comics, I think you're still watching. Noel Martinez. So you're not going to watch It 2 this weekend, huh? Honestly, I've never seen It at all. I've never seen the original one. I didn't see #1 that came out a year or two ago. Not my thing, man. Not my thing, especially clowns. Scary clowns. Nah, man, can't do it. Can't Do it. But let me know, guys. Is it good? Is it good? Is it worth me breaking my rule of not watching scary movies and going? So Deathstroke, yeah, I dropped that from my pull list. Doom Patrol, not, but here's one. Here's one that has taken forever to come out, man. Doomsday Clock number 11. This series has been out, it feels like, since 1975, and they still haven't finished it. Damn, it takes like 5 months for the next book to come out. Now, maybe Jeff Johns did that on purpose, that he just is taking his time writing the books. What I can say is, although the books take forever to come out, they have been really good, right? What you're actually reading in there is really good, and they're setting up, I think this issue, I've read online that it sets up how the rebirth actually happened and what Dr. Manhattan did to create this rebirth. So I'm interested in that. The cover that I'm going to get is going to be this B cover. You got the Creeper on there. You got Black Adam ripping the U.S. flag. Somebody tell me who is the name of that female in the back. Is that the 50-foot woman or whatever the hell her name? Giganta. Is it Giganta? I think it's Giganta. Somebody will tell me. I think it's Giganta. I do like this cover. I'm a huge, I guess when I say I'm a huge Black Adam fan, I like him as an anti-hero, right? Because sometimes he can be a villain and the worst type of villain, and then sometimes he can be a hero and help out. And he's always about protecting his country, right? He is the ruler, the emperor, whatever the hell you want to call him, of the country that he's from, and he's always about protecting his country. So I like this B cover. Thankfully, issue number 11 is coming out this week, and it looks like the next issue is going to be November of 2019, which should be the last. Yeah, Giganta. Yeah, see, I was thinking it was Giganta, Noel. So yeah, November 2019, guys, we might finally see the wrap up of Doomsday Clock. It's taken 2 years for it to do that. I kind of wish they would have told us that from the beginning. If they knew it was going to be a 12-issue series that was going to span 2 years, I kind of wish they would have said that from the beginning, because this should have been done a year ago. So Doomsday Clock, got 2 more for you. There is Green Lantern. I have not been picking up. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. I literally have no desire to pick this book up, although this Joshua Middleton cover is really nice. Let's keep it going. We're going to move it down. Here it is. Justice League issue number 31. Issue number 30 came out last week, and I thought it was incredible. This cover A by Francis Manapul is beautiful. Written by Scott Snyder and James Tynion IV. I think they are like a collab on this. If you haven't been picking up Justice League, guys, pick up issue 30 and 29, right? Because 29 sets the table for you on what has been going on with Justice League and the whole Year of the Villain and the whole Dark Knight's Metal. It just is a book telling you the span of what's going on, and it's told to you from the perspective of the new Robin, which is why am I hitting a blank right now? The starfish. Damn, I'm hitting a blank. Not Patrick's the starfish. Anyways, it's a funny issue, but it's told from his perspective. But it sets the table for you. So if you haven't been reading Justice League, I think issue 29, which should still be out there at your LCS, is a good book to get. Then you get 30, and 31 comes out this week. I think this cover is beautiful. Definitely, in my opinion, better than the Tedesco cover, which I'm going to show you right here. I think the Tedesco cover, it's okay. It's not great. I think the cover to get is going to be this cover right here, the A cover. And as you can see there, you got Green Lantern and you have Flash. They've been sent into the past to recover this shard to stop Lex Luthor from bringing back super big bad villain, right? It's always about that. It's always trying to stop one villain from getting another villain who's even bigger than the first villain. And I enjoy it. I'm liking it, guys. So Justice League 31. And the last book from DC is going to be Legion of Superheroes Millennium #1. I'm just gonna get the Ryan Sook, written by Brian Bendis. Artwork inside is done by Jim Lee, which is amazing. I'm a total fan of Jim Lee's artwork. I love what he has done on Batman in the past. But Bendis is writing it. This cover is done by Ryan Sook. Set 1,000 years in the future. It is only a 2-part little mini series, so I'm into that. This is set, picking glitter and duct tape set, and he's picking that up as well. Legion, it's setting up for the Legion of Superheroes books that are coming out 2 months from now, I believe. Yeah, this is coming out tomorrow, man. This is going to be a big one to get. I think this should definitely be on everybody's radar. Legion of Superheroes Millennium #1. $5 book, which kills me, man. I really hope DC and Marvel don't start pushing their books, because we saw it when the whole Rebirth started, right? It was $2.99, but they came out every other week. So if you wanted to pick up Batman, or you wanted to pick up Action Comics, you wanted to pick up Detective, you were picking up 2 books a month at $2.99. So you were paying $6. So you thought in your mind that, oh, the books are getting cheaper, but you had to pick up 2 of them. Yo, God Tank, what is up, my man? Thank you for joining. Danny Boy, Justice League and Justice League Dark are great reads. Justice League has been really good. Justice League Dark has been awesome as well. But that is one that I dropped from my pull list, man. I picked up like the first 15 issues. And, man, as you guys can see, my pull list is crazy. Crazy, man. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back to the first-person perspective. Guys, so like I said from the beginning, this was, just a last-second thing. I decided to come on live and just show you the books that I'm picking up for next week, because I won't be on Buyer Pass tonight with Rod and Perry. I'm hoping to be back on next week, but I wanted to let you know what the Jabroni was picking up from his LCS tomorrow. Let me know what you guys are picking up. And thanks, everybody, for taking your lunch hour, or whatever the hell you're doing right now, working. Maybe I'm just a little bit of a background noise, and that helps you out through your workday. Thanks again, guys. Thursday and Friday, I'll have my new comic book day pickups and review video as always. Marvel and DC on Thursday, Indies on Friday. Today, in an hour and a half, I have a video coming out. It's an unboxing video, Midtown unboxing, and an AOK that I received. Plus, I'm doing a whiskey review, and it's going to be one that I've talked about for a while, that George Dickel, Bottled in Bond. But tonight, guys, make sure you're watching Buyer Pass. I won't be on, but Perry and Rod, they definitely know what they're talking about, and their perspective on what to buy is going to be a little bit different than mine. So if you didn't see what you wanted to buy in this video, definitely check out those guys. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm hoping this isn't going to be an every week thing, just today. I'll be back on Buyer Pass next week. So everybody, take it easy. I'm Edwin, the Comic Jabroni. Peace.